Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome back to Hot Wheels Mustangs. We left off at 1982, and the Mustang Stocker returned, which is so much more my favorite compared to the Turbo Mustang, which we had seen previously. The Mustang Stocker, of course, looks like the classic Mustang. However, in 1982, they flattened the hood for the first time. There is no bulge, and when I say flatten, I mean flatten. Now, I think that the only mistake that this casting made was flattening the hood. If you're going to get rid of the bulge, at least give it some curve. Now, the Mustang in real life did not have a flat hood. In fact, if we were just to kind of quickly look at like a 1969 Ford Mustang, we can kind of see that the hood, I mean, these are beautiful cars, definitely not flat hoods. And the scoop was, a sign of a show of muscle. There was, there was no room under the hood for the motor. It was so big they had to put a scoop. They had to put a scoop on the hood to make room for all the extra stuff on top. And that's what that really means. And in some cases, and in most cases, in the early Mustangs, of course, that was true. It needed the airflow. It needed the room. In current Mustangs, on current Mustangs, some of them are fake. I know I can buy one for my Mustang that just attaches to the hood and looks like a scoop. It's a good look. But you just can't trust what you see on current modern Mustangs. But back then, definitely not flat. And so you can kind of see what I mean. Here's a top view, and you might think, hey, that looks flat. But when you look at it from side, no, that is definitely not flat. It gives it that curve. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous look. And so here we see this 1982 Mustang Stocker. It is definitely flat. So still a good-looking car. Came out in white with blue stripes all the way up and over the top. Most of the stripes are gone on the top and the rear deck of my car, but visible on the front, which is cool. And a little blue rocker panel stripe, which is right underneath the doors, the rocker panel. The classic black wall basic wheels. Nothing too special, but looks like a mag wheel. And that's why they didn't have to change it, because it looks like an authentic 1960s, 1970s kind of mag wheel. So they got it right the first time, and so no need to change it. Now, the background on this picture was the first that I took with this new backdrop that I just received online. A little expensive for what it was, $26 plus shipping, but it's photorealistic images on PVC plastic, and so really strong, really durable, and it just had some peel off material that left some sticky tape, and you just adhesive, and you just put it together like that. And so there were three pieces: the base, the back wall, and this tall auto shop entrance with some fake lighting on it. So now I'm usually zoomed in pretty close up on my cars, but I'm starting to collect some backdrops to do a little bit better job at photographing my car collection. And one of the things I'd like to do is not only have a collection of cool backdrops, but inside, but also take these cars out somewhere and get some real backgrounds in the area that I live, which is Boise, Idaho, and have some real trees, real rivers, real buildings behind the models. Also in 1982, there were three more of these Turbo Mustangs that came out, and I have decided not to pick up these two. The yellow one, and they're all these two are in a series called the Hot Ones, and this first one is yellow, orange, black, and red decals. Second one is red, dark red, black, and yellow decals, and I just don't feel the need to find those and to collect them. I do have this one, which again, the reason it's collectible to me is that it was in a special Cobra stunt set from Malaysia yellow, blue, and orange decals, and a blue Cobra on the hood, the basic wheels, but they're gold, so they call them GHO. The gold Hot Ones wheels, sorry, not basic wheels. Those are GHO, so they're gold Hot Ones. So we are seeing a new wheel casting. I don't know if we have those on previous turbos. I don't think so. So that might be the first year that we see wheels specific to Hot Ones. And so if they're just chrome or black, they're just HO wheels. But if they're gold colored, they call them the GHO wheels. And so the little note here that I made, this is the Malaysia casting, and I know it came out in 1982 because the Cobra stunt set came out in 1982, and the Hong Kong version came out in 1984, and the base of the car will say Hong Kong. And they're both the Cobra stunt set. And I threw in a picture of the 1980 actual Mustang Cobra that the car is based on. You can see how close it is, other than the wheels. The real Mustang had kind of an ugly 80s wheel that almost looks like a hubcap. It's so ugly, but it's silver. But Hot Wheels decided to go with gold for whatever reason, but it turned out okay. And so there are the two Mustangs that came out in 1982, the Mustang Stocker and the Turbo Mustang. So catch me next time around for 1983. For now, Mr. John's out.